Here we are in Wedgeport, beautiful Wedgeport. I'm Charlene LeBlanc, the Community Development Officer / Oprah for the Municipality of Argyll. I'm here with my IT guy, Scott. We're here every Thursday at 12:15. Viewers, if you have a question while we're doing this interview, feel free to ask. Scott will pass them all along, and me and Brandon will answer them. Speaking of Brandon, this is Brandon Doucette. Hi, Brandon.
Hi.
So, what is your role here?
So I'm one of the coordinators for the tournament, for the festival.
So it's a Wedgeport Tuna Tournament and Festival. It starts officially when?
Officially Sunday, really. Our opening ceremonies are only Monday, but we have a whole line of activities for Sunday.
All right. Last night there was trivia here with Charlene and Chris Trivia. And actually, Brandon, I don't make you blush, but you're the reason I woke up late this morning. I was so hyped up after the trivia that I woke up at 7:11, and in 17 minutes I was out the door. So
I guess.
I have no makeup artist. I'm a natural beauty and a true proof today. So let's talk a little bit about your role. Do you do this every year?
Yeah, so this is my 5th year as an employee, so 5th year organizing, and before that I went fishing and I was a volunteer.
Okay.
So
is your base here at the Tuna Museum?
Yeah, so our office is here. There's me and the other coordinators, Chloe Nickerson.
Yes.
And we work full time starting in the spring, but really all year long there's little things here and there that have to be done.
Okay. So do you like what you do here?
It's a lot of fun. We're really excited for next week.
I bet it is. Let's talk about next week. So Sunday, you have a tuna fun run. I see that. That's your first event of all.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Anybody can go? Do you have to run? Can you walk?
So it's a fun run. People can walk. They can run. A little bit of both. A lot of times we have families coming out.
Yes.
It's either a 5K or 10K run.
Okay.
And children 12 and under can participate for free.
Okay.
So
is it all in Wedgeport?
Yeah. So you start and finish at the museum.
Okay.
And it's different routes, obviously, for the 5 and 10K.
Yes.
But yeah, everybody starts and finishes here.
Yeah. In the afternoon on Sunday, get your Sunday drive on, and there's a vendor fair and yard sale, and there's something going on for the kids. Why don't you fill us in?
So the vendor fair and yard sales from 12 to 3 on Sunday, and we have, I think, about 20 vendors so far. So really a lot of cool stuff that's going to be for sale. Then after that, from 2 to 4, we have what we're calling an Under the Sea adventure, and that's an activity for kids. There's all kinds of games and crafts and stuff planned for them.
Nice.
Ages 2 to 12, anybody can come out for that as well.
Okay, so in the Adventure Under the Sea, I did see mention of the tuna princesses. So it's a pageant as well.
Right.
And you have how many princesses?
This year we have 6 princesses. So they'll be here, probably dressed up and ready. It's them that organize or that run the games and the crafts and all that.
Oh, so they're really hands-on.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So I understand they're going to be at the Under the Sea event. And I want to get back to the vendors. Are they selling crafts, food? What are they selling? So
a little bit of everything. We do have at least one restaurant coming.
Okay.
I think maybe seafood chowder, usually they have. Then we have people with crafts. We have, I think, a brewery. So a little bit of everything.
Okay, that sounds nice. 3 p.m. there's Taste by the Sea. It's something I'm familiar with. I know the municipal staff have been working on that, and you register by calling Argyll Recreation at 648-3379. That's going to take place at 3 p.m.
Right.
I do know about that.
On the trail.
It's on the trail. You're going to stroll along the trail and have samples of local cuisine on the way. Sounds
exactly.
Really nice. So let's move on to Monday. So Monday, you said, is actually the opening ceremony.
Right.
What happens then?
So that's the official opening of the festival. We have a wine and cheese. That's when we officially present the princesses. So
Okay.
it's the pageant princesses that are going to be serving the if they're over 19 or I guess none of them work behind the bar. They're going to be serving like the cheese, the crackers, and the food.
So they'll be mingling among everybody.
Right. And after that, we're really hoping it's nice. We have fireworks planned. So we've never had fireworks that I ever remember for the festival.
Oh, that's interesting.
So hopefully we'll be able to kick that off with a bang.
Is that very good? Is that because of Canada 150? Is it a special? Is it a special event, tuna event, or is it?
So we're gonna do it for Canada Day, but I don't know if you remember, it was foggy and kind of rainy.
It was, yes.
So we postponed it to the tuna tournament. If it rains, we do have an official opening for the trail in September. So we'll do it for that.
Surely you'll get them fireworks off one of these days. So that's on Monday, the opening ceremonies. Oh, I need tickets for that, right?
Yeah, probably we won't sell out.
Okay.
So most of the people should be able to get it at the door.
Okay.
But I think our capacity is maybe 190, 200.
Okay.
So, but if you know you're coming, it's
yeah.
better to get it early.
Yes. I've been before. It's a nice wine and cheese. You mingle around. You get a free glass of wine. And the bar is open, and you meet the princesses, and it's very nice. And then there'll be fireworks soon after.
Exactly.
So Tuesday's the big day. Are you going on a boat Tuesday?
No, not this year. I used to fish, but guess I can't do it now. Too busy around here.
Okay. Tell the rest of the world what happens Tuesday at 7.
So at 7 o'clock, that's when the actual tuna tournament starts. The boats leave. This year we have 16 boats.
Okay.
And they leave from the breakwater. So that's at 7 o'clock. And really we come out, they all kind of make a little show. They all come in just outside the wharf.
Oh, yes.
Then we set off a flare and they take off.
And they take off. I've never been to watch them sail out, and I probably should come.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Right after, I don't want to participate, but I hear there's a herring toss.
Yeah.
That sounds messy.
Yeah, really messy event, and it's a lot of fun.
Do you get a lot of participants?
Yeah, last year we had, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 teams. And it's basically teams of 2.
Yes.
One person tossing the herring, the other person with a bucket trying to catch it. And then they switch, and the person that caught the fish goes and throws it back. So it's always a lot of fun, and it's funny to watch for sure.
Yeah. So it's well attended?
Yeah, for sure.
One thing I understand about Wedgeport is the tuna festival is always really well attended.
Yeah.
So what's with that? How come that works so well?
I don't know. Every year we're asking the same thing, and we're always amazed by the amount of people that come out. It's unreal. Like the support we have, and even the community supports. We have probably over 200 volunteers. And not only from Wedgeport, all over. And people even come down, plan their vacation to come down during the tournament. Yeah. So it's amazing.
That's really nice. Even last night at the trivia tournament, where we had almost 200 people. Yeah. And we could have never done it without the help of the people here. There was Brandon's parents and sister, and everybody's chipping in and cleaning up, and I was just amazed of the help, and everybody's pitching in. It's a wonderful thing to see. On Wednesday, there's a junior fishing derby. Now, I like that. I like to fish off the wharf. Yeah. Can I come?
Yeah. Well, we say ages 16 and under, but really anybody can come with a fishing rod and try to catch something.
That's nice. So this is free for the kids, 16 and under. Yeah. And do you supply life jackets, or do they have to come with the life jackets?
They have to come with life jackets.
And also their rods?
Yes. Okay. So they bring everything. And a parent or guardian has to be with them.
Perfect. I know that Wednesday night is the scavenger hunt. Yeah. And I've heard a lot about that scavenger hunt. Yeah. That's a hot commodity. Yeah. Is it sold out? Do you have a certain number of teams? Or?
Nope. So there's no limit. People come in cars, and you can have, as long as you can legally fit, there's enough seat belts for everybody in the car.
That can be your team?
Yeah. But we've had you can be as little as 2 per team, or fill up the car. You have to bring a camera, and we have a list. People go through Wedgeport, and you take pictures with everything on the list.
Okay. So there's no speeding race?
Nope.
Oh, that's good.
It is timed, but everybody has to obey the speed limit and all that.
Yes, of course.
So
I got caught for speeding once in Wedgeport. You got to watch out.
Yeah, cops
Yeah.
are always around, so.
Yeah, and I tried to say I was on work time, and I was actually delivering pamphlets here, and didn't matter.
No.
Yeah, so you always got to watch your speed. So you recommend that people pre-register for the scavenger hunt?
Yeah, so it gives us an idea how many people are going to be here. But if not, people can show up on Wednesday night and register then too.
That's nice, yeah. So the princesses have their day on Thursday night.
Right. So the pageant takes place at 7 o'clock Thursday night. We have live entertainment. The theme this year is Canada 150.
I like that.
So that's always a lot of fun. And I know the pageant girls are really starting to get excited for that.
I bet. So you have music
Yeah.
at the pageant?
Yeah. So, we do have a live band. And they're going to be playing all Canada. The whole night's Canada themed.
Okay.
So
do the princesses come out? Is it like Miss Teen Canada? Do they ask questions? Do they change outfits? Do they dance? Or what do they do?
yeah, so there's no questions,
Okay.
but they have dances, a couple dances organized. They have like a fashion show,
Oh,
and
nice.
for the fashion show they dress up in costumes. So
Okay.
anything this year Canada themed,
Okay.
so they're always really creative with that. And then there's they introduce themselves
Okay.
and that stuff. So
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah. So who judges these princesses? If they're around all week, who decides who's going to be the tuna queen? Is that what she's called?
Yeah. So there's 3 judges. They're kept secret.
Okay.
And
Not
then
me.
nope. Every year we try to get different people,
Yes.
and they do a couple of different events with the pageant princesses, and then there's interviews in that in private. So then
Okay.
they announce who wins on Thursday night.
That's exciting. Actually, I went a few years ago, and it was very nice.
Yeah.
So all this pageant is going to take place in the big tent.
Exactly.
The tent's not there yet, but it's going to.
It's
be
coming tonight, this
Coming
afternoon and tonight. So
That's good. On Friday, do you usually have the seafood extravaganza?
yeah. So we've been having this probably 7, 8 years.
Wow, it sounds nice. I was reading the flyer. You have steamed lobsters, clams, rocky pie, lobster rolls, sushi, seafood chowder, bacon wraps, scallops, tuna steaks, hot dogs, hamburgers, and more, and the bar.
Right.
Wow.
So we have seafood, all kinds of different seafood, and we have also stuff if people don't like seafood or are allergic. We have a barbecue. We have regular rocky pie, like chicken rocky pie,
Yes.
things like that.
Wow.
So
It sounds
should
like
be something
a
for
nice
everybody.
place for supper. Is it well attended? Oh, it must
Yeah,
be.
it's always packed.
And that's in the tent?
That's in the tent.
So you have to pay to eat?
Yeah, so you don't have to pay to go in the tent,
Okay.
but we have like a ticket booth, and you buy your tickets,
Okay.
and then go to the booth to pick up your food.
Yeah, so if you so many tickets for lobster, you put your tickets in.
Right.
That's a good way to do it. And at the same time, you have a beer garden and entertainment.
Right. So we have Charlene LeBlanc that's going to be playing that night, and the bar's open. So that starts at 4 o'clock.
Is your a Wedgeporter?
Originally from Wedgeport. He
Yeah.
doesn't live in Wedgeport
Yes, I know
now.
he doesn't live in Wedgeport, but
But he is from Wedgeport.
everybody knows him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the boats come in,
Right. So
and they start coming in on Friday.
so they come in as soon as they get a bluefin. But
Oh, okay.
but we only weigh them in. The first weigh-ins are Friday night at 6.
Okay, so they could already be in.
Right.
So they only catch one tuna.
One bluefin.
Yes.
There is like the smaller species, like the big eyes, the albacore, the yellowfin.
Okay.
They can get more of that. But as soon as they get a bluefin, they're done. They come in.
Well,
So
yeah. Because of the trivia, I now know what the bluefin looks like.
yeah,
What's the tuna behind us?
that would be a bluefin.
There, that's
Yeah.
bluefin tuna. On Saturday now, I have to admit, I have been here on Saturday night once, and if Rachel Astansaret is watching, her and I had the best time of our life on the wharf, hanging out, and to the beer garden
For
a few
sure.
years ago, and it's something else. It's a lot of fun. But the day starts early.
Right.
Saturday, it's a 24-hour event.
Yeah. So the food starts up again at 11 a.m. And we have entertainment again. 2 different bands playing. We have bouncy castles for the kids outside.
Yes.
The weigh-ins, so we're going to weigh-in the rest of the tuna at noon.
Okay.
Then after that, once everything's done, we have the winners, everything added up. We have the closing ceremonies at 3.
Yes.
And then, of course, the beer garden and the radiators are playing this year. So that starts up again at 9, and then the band, the radiators, hit the stage at 10:30.
Okay, so the radiators are playing at 10:30.
Yeah.
Do I need tickets to go to any of this?
For the dance, so the beer garden for the Saturday night with the radiators, we have under 100 tickets left. So it might sound like a lot, but we sold, I think we sold about 700 so far.
Oh wow!
So it's a huge event, and if you don't have a ticket yet and you want to come,
You better
buy
get
it. Yeah.
So how can I get a ticket?
So either at the museum or at the La Shopper Carl in Wedgeport.
Oh yes.
We have them on sale at both spots. So don't wait. I can't stress that enough. Don't wait a week.
If you're
Get it
planning.
as soon as possible.
Yeah. I did see in the brochure that you have a free shuttle service.
Yeah.
That's for the beer garden,
Right.
to and from.
Right.
Pick you up.
So Friday and Saturday. So yeah, anywhere's around Wedgeport.
Oh,
We say
Friday
Wedgeport
and Saturday.
Yes,
Oh, that's
Wedgeport
nice.
area. And the phone number for that, it's the Tuna Tournament number, 663-2560.
Wow,
And they can call that and we'll send a shuttle over.
that's very nice. Well organized. What's your favorite event?
My favorite event's the scavenger hunt.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of fun. We have fun making the list, and it's a
Yes.
lot of fun seeing everybody running around, trying to figure out where the stuff is and what to.
Can you think of something on your list like last year or the year before that was really got them good?
Yeah, so last year we had, I don't remember exactly the names, but there was a store, we had a certain store,
Yes.
and the father had another store too. One of them way down south, one of them more up north.
Okay.
So a lot of people got mixed up
In the
between
stores.
the fathers and the sons. It was the son stores, but I think the first 3 teams to come in had the wrong one. They had everything else right other than that one.
That's always fun. So at the end of the interview, I always ask a personal question. I didn't tell you about that. I didn't want you to lose sleep. What is your favorite fish, not including lobster? What's your favorite fish?
Like to eat?
Yeah.
I like salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Salmon's
salmon.
good. Do you like tuna steaks?
I do eat tuna, not a whole lot, but last year is actually the first year I tried it.
Tuna's
and
good.
it was good.
So here at the food extravaganza, Friday supper time, is there tuna steaks barbecue?
Right, so we do have cooked tuna steaks, and then we do have the albacore, which is the smaller tuna, like with the white meat. So we do sell that to the public. Obviously, if we don't catch any, we won't have some.
Oh, okay.
But,
So the fish they're going to bring in,
Right.
you can buy a tuna steak from the albacore that came on a boat.
So that we just sell that whole. But if you want to buy a cooked tuna,
Yes.
cooked steak, we do sell that in the tent, Friday and Saturday.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, so it's
Well, have a good tuna festival and tournament, and it was lovely talking to you again, as always.
thank you very much.
But, so what happens with somebody's asking, what happens to all the fish we catch?
So all the fish is sold on consignment. So it's sold on the commercial market.
Okay.
Exactly the same thing as if a commercial fisherman would catch
be
the
bringing
fish.
it in. Okay.
So all our quota, or almost all of it's donated by the commercial fleet. So there's no extra tuna that's caught because of the tournament. It's all, we use the exact same quota as the commercial fleet. So.
Oh, there. That's good to know. You don't cut it up and toss it overboard or anything like that.
No, absolutely not.
Very good. Nice talking with you.
Thank you.
And see you next week. And come on down.